from Southern Maryland's weather leader. This is a JB Weather Alert.
And good morning, friends. I'm Forecaster John Bordash. I have successfully made it inside. Still a little, when you're out in the snow and you come back in and like the back part of my hair is still very wet. Could I go dry it off? Sure, but that's the struggle I'm dealing with right now. But we are looking at our winter storm really ramping up. I think we're really in the heart of it right now. And we're going to continue to see areas of moderate to heavy snow move through the region over the next several hours. We're taking a look at live William Richmond Dink radar right now. You can see most of that sleet has pushed to the south and east of our region. Southernmost St. Mary's County might still be holding on to a little bit of sleet down there towards St. Mary's City, Ridge, and Dameron. But most everyone else now is looking at snow, and not just snow, but moderate to heavy snow. What I want you to notice on radar, it has a very dark band right through here that is likely producing upwards of 2 to 4 inches of snow per hour. So in 1 hour, you could get 2 to 4 inches of snow out of this. This incorporates much of Calvert County, St. Mary's County, southern parts of Anne Arundel. We have another batch of heavy snow down here to the south and west of Fredericksburg. And we're going to continue. We have another band over here, just as I look at radar, that's moving right over Indian Head and Akakie, just out of D.C. And another little band down here in southern parts of Westmoreland County, trying to get into St. Mary's County. So we're looking at that heavy snow pushing through the region. And even if you live in a zone that isn't circled right now, it's not that you're not seeing snow. Everyone is seeing decent snow right now, and that's going to continue. And look at these temperatures. Many of us sitting from 80, I wish. 34 degrees Leonardtown, 34 degrees at Pax River, 32 degrees up towards Andrews, 36 degrees down there towards Ridge. So at Pax River right now, we have a temperature of 34 degrees. I also want to show you what our current wind gusts look like. So let me go ahead and take this off. I'm going to load up our gust tracker. Let's get that loaded on in. Pax River is now reporting a wind gust upwards of 30 miles per hour. And you can see where we have these bright colors in here is indicative of where we're looking at the highest wind gusts. So when you factor that in, the current wind chill, and now, yes, we're talking wind chills, it's feeling like it's 22 degrees at Pax River, feeling like it's 31 in Leonardtown, feeling like it's 24 on over towards Washington, D.C. So this is all a part of our grand scheme winter storm that is pushing into the region. If we just zoom out here, and I still have the pen tool selected, let's clear that, and we want to finish work with that. And we're going to take a look at the national mosaic, actually. If we just zoom out, and I actually want to turn the winds off because I can get a little distracting here. You can see that area sleet is pushed down to the south, the ridge ring clipping southern parts of our region on over towards the eastern shore. North and west of it, we're looking at a lot of heavy snow. And the dynamic we have going right now for us is that we have our area of low pressure down here near Raleigh that's sliding off the coast, taking that Goldilocks track. So that's one arrow. We have colder air filtering in from the north, hence the gusty winds. That northwest wind is pushing our rain, or I guess the rain snow line, the sleet line, down to the south and east as well. However, our storm is also bringing up another set of arrows, more moist air off the Gulf of Mexico. So we're getting that warm, moist, well, it's not even warm for our region. That moist air is overrunning on top of that cold air that's driving in. And that's why we're seeing crazy snowfall rates right now. I can't remember the last time we saw snowfall rates in Southern Maryland of 2 to 4 inches. They see that frequently in other parts of the country, but not typically in our area. And it is easy on radar to see where that heavy band of snow is right now, sitting just to the northwest of Leonardtown, right through Mechanicsville, Cobb Island, Swan Point, Prince Frederick, where I am, Huntingtown, Chesapeake Beach. We've been outside. You've done the lives with me. You know what it's looking like out there. And we're even starting to get a couple of reports of power outages across the region. SMECO currently reports 600 customers without power, just kind of scattered throughout the region. So do keep that in mind. I don't think power outages will be a widespread threat today. However, we could see 1 or 2 power outages in the region. I will show you a couple scenes across the region, so let's go ahead and flip this on over and let's minimize this. You can take a look here at Great Mills. We're looking at Route 5 at 246. That is looking like a winter scene if I've ever seen one. Cars going slow on the roads as they should be. We saw this accumulation on the roads happen very quick, a lot quicker than I thought we would see. Elsewhere, let's take a look over here towards the Leonardtown area. Same story, heavy snow accumulating on grassy surfaces and accumulating on the roadways. We'll take a look up here towards Chesapeake Beach. You can see the snow-covered roadways over here, and just generally speaking, look at all of the red we have across the area. I mean, if you're traveling Route 4 going northbound, you're talking a slow go. 231 is a slow go. Anywhere you go, roads are not looking good. Roads are snow covered right now, and they likely will stay that way. So let's go ahead, bring it back. Oop, my apologies, I clicked the wrong button. So let's bring it back on in. We're talking about a winter storm warning for our region until 4 o'clock this afternoon. That is nothing new for our region, and we're going to be looking at that heavy snow continuing. And actually, before I want to take you over to Futurecast, and I'll show you what it is showing for our region. So this is Futurecast for right around now. Not doing too bad of a job. We do have a little bit of sleet holding on in southern parts of St. Mary's County, but it shows where that moderate snow is. And Futurecast continues this over the next several hours. By 10:45, we're still looking at pockets of moderate to heavy snow, still sticking around by lunchtime. But then as we head over towards 1 and 2 and 3 o'clock, we begin to see the snow wrap up out of here. But temperatures at that point are still going to be below freezing. Bringing it back on over here, though, I still think that this is a pretty good forecast for us. We're sitting at 4 to 8 inches region wide. I think those spots that say 6 to 8, like Prince Frederick, Waldorf, Dunkirk, it's probably a little bit more like potentially a 6 to 12 inch potential for you. I don't think a lot of people see a foot of snow today, but a few areas could definitely get over 10 inches and get into a double digit range. Wind gusts will really be peaking, and I think this graphic does it the most justice. We will see winds really begin to peak from about now through about 3 o'clock. We could be looking at 30 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts. Temperatures are falling, and you can see we get down to 31. We blip up a little bit to 32, but then we go right back down below freezing, and temperatures overnight are likely going to be in the 20s and getting into the teens. For some of you, wind gusts will remain elevated, so that will lead to wind chill temperatures being in the teens tomorrow morning. But that sleet will largely be a non-factor over the next hour or so. We're really just talking about heavy snow developing, especially for northern communities. We do clear up by sunset tonight, and roads will remain slick with slick spots, and reduced visibilities will continue to be an issue. So I would expect high impacts on your commute tomorrow morning. I would suspect schools will likely be impacted once again from this. Whether it'll be a delay or a close, who knows at this point, but I do think schools will be impacted. And yeah, if you have to travel, do so carefully, but I really wouldn't recommend it. So that's just about it for me right now. We're going to continue to watch this. My next live stream will be at right around 9 o'clock, and we'll be back out in the field taking a look at what's going on. Until then, I'm Forecaster John Bordash. Thank you so much, and have a nice and safe one, and keep it tuned right here to JB Weather.
Check the forecast anytime online at jbweather.net.